Ho, Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's your boy Chad Rob. Hey, we back, baby. Episode 13. Hey, I know y'all thought I was about to quit at episode 9, episode 5, episode 6, maybe episode 2, probably episode 4 is when y'all thought I was gonna quit, but we made it, baby. Episode 13. Hashtag I am who I am. The podcast. We here. Check us out everywhere. You can hear a podcast that I know about. SoundCloud. Check me out. Like, comment. YouTube. Subscribe. Like, comment, dislike, whatever you need to do. Interact with your boy. Apple Podcasts. Leave a comment. Rate me. It ain't got to be 5 stars. We highly request 5 stars. But if you think it's 3, leave 3. Just interact with your boy so I can work on this and get better. And like I said, everywhere. And Spotify. Yeah, definitely Spotify. I roll with Spotify. So Spotify, check me out. Like I said, this is the I am who I am. Hashtag I am who I am, the podcast. And I am Chad Rob. And we are back, baby. So we're going to jump right into it. Hold on, let me get my notes. Let me get my notes out my phone. Here we go. So we're going to start here. We're going to jump right into it. I know y'all heard about Tim Ryan and this foolishness. Like nobody has I get it. No, actually, let's listen to it first. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's listen to it first. Let's listen to it. Check it out.
When his dark skin color with a dark football with a dark uniform, you could not see that thing. I mean, you literally could not see when he was in and out of the mesh point, and and that's gonna mean, and you're a half step slow on.
So, first thing I want to say is, I listened to, when I was trying to find the audio clip of him saying this, I found a take from Richard Sherman that plays for the 49ers. Keep in mind, the 49ers just took an L to the Ravens. He is a 49er. Tim Ryan is apparently involved with the 49ers organization in some sort of capacity. So Richard Sherman's, I don't know what you call that. His quick to jump to the rescue of his teammate basically is to be expected. And I don't think it was racial. I don't think that comment was racial at all as far as how I view racism. Okay, being a black man in America is difficult, especially when you are great at something. So when Tom Brady was in the snow against the Oakland Raiders, Tom Brady is a white man, and the whole stadium was white. I never once heard anybody say that the reason why they called the tuck rule was because they couldn't tell if Tom Brady moved his arm in the snow. He matched the snow. And please understand, I'm saying he matches it just like as you say Lamar Jackson matches his uniform in football, Tom Brady matches the snow. That's the same comparison. If Lamar Jackson matches his uniform, the football, then Tom Brady matches the snow. That's how I'm going to compare it. Not comparing Lamar Jackson to Tom Brady yet, but as of right now, he is the greatest quarterback in the NFL. So that's a good comparison because at the time, Tom Brady wasn't the greatest quarterback in the NFL when he played the Raiders. Not sure exactly what year that was, but go Google it. Google Tuck Rule Tom Brady Oakland Raiders. Look at the stadium. It's white. It's super white. So I'm kind of with Richard Sherman on that aspect of race, I guess. And I may be butchering what Richard Sherman. I quit listening because I knew what time that was. So I'm gonna give my opinion. I just think it sounded like somebody that was butthurt. That's all it was. He was butthurt. This black man is out here doing the 49ers dirty on the football field. He is killing them. Richard Sherman, that's a great excuse. Yeah, you're right. He's kind of right. You know, he couldn't see the football. You know, I couldn't see the football. I couldn't tell if who had it. And Mark Ingram run down sidelines. That's called play action. Option, fake option. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? You couldn't see him. You couldn't see who had the ball. That's the scheme. That's when the offense practices. A lot of quarterbacks. I remember when I played in high school. You know, this is nothing compared to the NFL. But in high school, I saw a lot of quarterbacks not even really fake the handoff. You knew they didn't have it as their half-assing through the play. Apparently, Lamar Jackson, because I ain't never really paid attention to his play action or pump fakes or fake options or none of that. But apparently, he's giving all he got on that play too. Because he got Richard Sherman fooled. That's what he said. Richard Sherman so fooled, he thinking, yeah, it is because of the colors. Yeah, purple, brown, and black. You know, that's why I can't see the football. Get out of here. Now, as far as the climate is, you can't say that. You can't say that. Not being interviewed. You can't say that. Now, get on a podcast, say it. You say that on my podcast and I'm going to have an opinion, then you can clear it up and say it's not racist and then tell the story. Maybe not get fired. But you can't go on somebody's radio show or something and say something like that. That's crazy, man. In today's climate, that's crazy, man. That's career suicide. So with that being said, I mean, should he be suspended? I don't think so. As far as why they're suspending him, scratch that. If I said that at my job, I'd be suspended. So yeah, he should be suspended. So scratch that. Forget I said that. I think he should be suspended. I think he should be fired. Really, not suspended, fired. Suspended is actually an insult. It's actually, you know, kind of a spit in the face. It's kind of like the police stuff, you know, administrative leave or whatever they do. So he should be fired. But that shouldn't stop him from chasing his dreams. He should be able to get another job and learn from his mistake. But I don't think it was race. It sounded more like hate. He was hating on him. You know, like back in the day, you know, dang, he hating on me. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing, all that stuff. That just sounded like hate, man. It sounded like he don't like the fact, and I don't think it had nothing to do with race. He did. If it had been snowing, I wish we could see that play out. If it had been snowing and he was playing Tom Brady, and I think he might would have said the same thing. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Tim Ryan, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. If you would have been playing Tom Brady in the snow and your 49ers lost, you might would have said the exact same thing. Then you would have been fired. But no, I don't know if you would have been fired because they wouldn't have considered it race. I don't think they would have considered it race. But I do know that as a black man, you cannot make mistakes. You cannot make mistakes. You cannot. And I said that because Michael Vick, he's going through it right now. I mean, he's doing the right thing. He's on ESPN. He's all over the place. I mean, he's doing his thing. He's living life after football. He's doing his thing. And the NFL, you know, is giving him an NFL Pro Bowl captain honor. And people aren't liking it. You know, they're getting petitions signed saying, you know, don't roll with Michael Vick. You know, Disney, don't book no vacations because Disney owns ESPN and Michael Vick has made appearances on SportsCenter. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy because this is why it's crazy. Number one reason. Actually, I'll say the number one reason. Number one reason is because when he was throwing them touchdowns for the Eagles. So when he went to the Eagles, it was a problem. When he started playing great football for the Eagles, it was okay. But hold on, I'm gonna play the little news clip I found on it. Let's check it out.
Michael Vick is being honored by the National Football League. The league announced he will serve as a captain during the 2020 Pro Bowl. But this is a pick that not everybody likes. Thousands of activists are banding together online. They are calling on the NFL to take away that honor from Michael Vick. 11 Alive's Jennifer Bellamy following that story for us tonight.
Well, Jeff, the NFL season is winding down. Fans starting to look towards the postseason, and that means the Pro Bowl as well. But tonight we are learning there are multiple petitions to stop former Falcons quarterback Michael Vick from being a Legends captain in the 2020 Pro Bowl. Two separate petitions are getting a lot of traction and attention online. Change.org has more than 140,000 signatures, and AnimalVictory.org's petition has nearly 200,000. Now, the Falcons dropped Vick back in 2009 while he was in prison on dogfighting charges. He was sentenced to nearly 2 years for running a dogfighting ring in Virginia. Both petitions claim that honoring a man who had zero regard for animals is unacceptable. They say the NFL should do the right thing and strip Vick of all honors. Others, though, argue that Vick served his time, he paid his debt to society, and should be allowed to move on. The NFL has not yet responded to the petitions. Vick, along with 3 other NFL legends, including UGA standout Terrell Davis, will serve as captains during the game. The Pro Bowl is scheduled for January 26th in Orlando.
So what this feels like to me, and I really hate to say this, is that they are practicing to keep him out of the Hall of Fame. And that's sad because you wouldn't have no Lamar Jackson, maybe. I mean, I hate saying that but I guess what I'm saying is he started it. No, Randall Cunningham started it. But Vick was the first player that looked like a running back that played quarterback great. Like the difference between Michael Vick and Lamar Jackson. I think I heard somebody say, I think I heard Michael Vick say that Lamar Jackson's that's way ahead of him or whatever. I don't believe that. I think Michael Vick was a way better passer, a way better runner, and a way better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. I think the difference between Michael Vick and Lamar Jackson was Michael Vick liked to go to the club and party and have a good time. Excuse me. And I ain't saying, I don't know him, but I think he liked the lifestyle. But he was so great. He was so much better than everybody else. It didn't show. It didn't resonate on the field as far as you could see that. But Lamar Jackson seems to be the type to be in the playbook and look to grow to get better week after week, game after game. And you can see a little bit of that in that Eagles Michael Vick, where he turned into a Lamar Jackson style quarterback. But Michael Vick, as far as them dogs, I honestly think the punishment didn't fit the crime. 2 years. I own 3 dogs. I have a Husky, a King Charles, and I got a little Pomeranian and something mix. It's mixed with something. It's a small dog. Them dogs are just like my car. I bought them. Not to say no way I love them. They're family. My kids love them. They're family. But I'm going to speak to you as when I was a kid. When I was a kid, growing up as a black kid, when I had a puppy, my neighbor had a puppy. Guess what we did with them puppies? We fought them. Not to get money, we didn't bet on it or nothing, but we made them fight. And then we get them off each other. I said all that to say, yes, I don't agree with dog fighting. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with cockfighting. I don't agree with racing horses. You know? But at the end of the day, man, we got grown men boxing, man. Deontay Wilder knocking dudes out. He could kill them at any minute. We had 3 boxers that I know of die this year in the ring. So that's humans fighting, and somebody's getting paid. So we all on this race topic. Guess who's getting paid for the boxing? You see what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to want to bury Vic for dog fighting when there's grown men fighting humans in the street, in the world right now. So, but like I said, I don't agree with it. And to make a long story short, he did his time. He did his time. He apologized. He's did everything right. He served all his community service. He's did everything right. He's done everything right. He committed a crime. He paid his debt to society. He did his time. He's got back in the league. You ain't heard nothing since. He's got a family. He's working. He's doing his thing. And all people want to do is harp on his past. That is wrong, in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? It's wrong. So, like I said initially, I think it's all just a mask. Let's keep this guy out the Hall of Fame. Let's start here. We'll let him do the Pro Bowl, but he ain't going in the Hall of Fame. Not Mike Vick. That's what I think it is, but I could be wrong. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Give me some feedback. I know a lot of people gonna dislike that if a lot of people listen, but maybe not. But anyway, on another topic, we got a fight tomorrow, man. Woo! And it might be today, judging on how I release this video. We got Joshua Ruiz too. I picked Ruiz to win just because I really, really want Ruiz to win. Bad. That's the only way we're going to get a unified champ, if Ruiz wins. But Joshua's going to win the fight, unfortunately. Joshua's ready. You can see it in his face. It looked like he threw the fight, like I said on the last podcast. You could tell by the press conference. And then Ruiz is 283. I don't know what he weighed last time, but I think it was 250 something, 258, 260. That's gaining weight. So I think he did exactly what I thought he did. Is it basked in the glory or? Anyway, he celebrated. He popped the champagne. He did his thing, which he should. You're the heavyweight champ. You shouldn't have won. You shouldn't be the heavyweight champ. Not to say he can't box. He's a great boxer. But if Joshua is compared to Wilder, then it's no way he should beat him. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to watch the fight. In the States, it's at noon, which is great. You have no idea how much I love that the fights start at noon Eastern time. That's so dope. But my pick is Joshua. And I think it's going to be by knockout. Which is really cool, I guess. So, oh yeah, I'm going to do this real quick. So we got college football. We got all the conference championships. Utah and Oregon is on right now. So I'm going to go Utah, even though Utah's losing. They're down 20-0. I was going to pick Utah. That quarterback's intriguing to me. They've been showing him a lot. I haven't seen him play at all, but I like that quarterback just from his highlights. So I'm going to go Utah. Oklahoma over Baylor. Central Michigan over Miami, Ohio. Appalachian State over Louisiana. I'm going to go UAB over Florida Atlantic. Memphis, got to go M-Town over Cincinnati. I'm going to go Boise over Hawaii. LSU over Georgia. Southern over Alcorn State. And Clemson over Virginia. And I'm going to pick Wisconsin over Ohio State just because I don't like Ohio State. And that's my picks on that. So this week had an interesting experience, right? I was in the gym on Thanksgiving doing chest as I always do. Celebrate Thanksgiving with some chest work. And I broke my phone. And when I say I broke my phone, I sat the weights down, right? Like I always do. And I know I've done this before. And the weight was sitting on top of my iPhone. So I just moved it off. And I didn't think nothing about it. Music was still playing. Screen wasn't cracked. I ain't think nothing about it. So I go to change the song, and I can't swipe up. I can't do nothing. You know, I'm just kind of in bad shape, right? So, make a long story short, phone broke. Can't use the bottom half of the touchscreen. I'm in bad shape. Can't answer, can't text, can't unlock the phone, can't do nothing. And three things I learned. I was gonna look at my notes, man. I'm bad about that, but 3 things I learned. All right, so because I went exactly 7 days without a smartphone. So 3 things I learned is my Mac and my smart TV do not have an alarm clock. Crazy. And now leave a comment below if you know a way to get your MacBook to be an alarm clock or your smart TV to be an alarm clock, but I couldn't figure it out. And I didn't Google it or nothing. I didn't do all that, but it just wasn't something I could turn on easily. You see what I'm saying? So it was crazy to me that those devices don't have clocks in them. So that's what I be saying. Like, hire somebody broke to work in that kind of stuff. Like, I think if I'm going down the checklist, I'm like, well, if it's a smartphone, why doesn't it have an alarm clock? I think I would have said that in the meeting, making the smart TV and the MacBook, but I may not have. Who knows? But anyway, number 2, the baby. Had no idea he was the new Lil Wayne. Had no clue, because I had to listen to the radio. I couldn't listen to my music. I couldn't listen to what I wanted to listen to. Had to listen to what you want me to listen to. And the baby, or the baby, is on every song. I even heard a song with him and Lil Baby. And I'd be dang if I do a song. If we got the same name, I'd be dang if I do a song with you. Yeah, I ain't doing a song with Rob Chad, and I'm Chad Rob. Ain't no way. Or Chad Robbie. You know, ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. I don't know which one of them came out first, but ain't no way. But they together on the song on the radio here in Tennessee. Crazy, man. He on every song. He all I can say is this. I like the baby Webby, that song Webby by the baby. Webby banging, Suge banging. But go back to that. Go back to them bass lines. Go back to that hard stuff, man. I know you crossing over, but I think crossing over that quick may get your time up quicker. You put them bass lines back in there, man. Get a little harder, man. Babysitter, man. Nobody, you grown man. You are not a baby. You are grown. You shouldn't have a babysitter. Are you talking about your baby sister? I mean, baby sister. Babysitter? Maybe you should have articulated, because I didn't hear you right. If you said I'm the one that banged my baby's sister, then maybe that makes sense. But the babysitter, then you are grown. You shouldn't have a babysitter. So I don't know, man. But I didn't realize he was a new Lil Wayne. That's another thing. Things I learned without having a smartphone. And the third thing is that I am not, in the big scheme of things, or just in the small scheme of things, no, like, I'm gonna put it how I typed it. Hold on. So let's see. Life goes on without you regardless. I wasn't plugged in for a week. Nobody cared. You know, nobody knew, nobody cared. Wasn't plugged in. So that lets me know that you better make a play out here, man. Better make a play. If you want to be recognized or remembered, you just better do something, because easily forgotten out here in these streets. It's time too quick. That's another thing too. Honorable mention is time move a lot slower without a smartphone. A lot slower. So, which when you're working a job, it's not the greatest experience, but I think if I was doing something I loved, I think I could do it without the smartphone, unless I was using it for work. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But anyway, so that brings us to I remember when. So piggybacking off the smartphone topic, I remember when you had to page somebody. They have to go to a payphone, insert money, then call you back. And if that wasn't available, they would have to wait till they get to the crib, or around a landline and then call you. Which is crazy to me that we were really riding around in these streets, reckless as we were back then, with no type of way to communicate with anyone in case of an emergency. So what really is an emergency? You see what I'm saying? So now, I'd be like, man, I need my phone for emergency, but I went without a phone for 7 days, and I didn't have one. But if I would have had one, I would have needed a phone, of course. But it's just crazy to me that that's how life used to be. You used to really have to be plugged into a wall to make a call, and it's just crazy. I just remember that. I remember people would, put messages on that's how smart humans and people are, is that we figured out a way to tell you what we wanted to tell you through a page. We would have codes and stuff, to say, hey, hello, I'm at the shop, or hey, I'm at the, you'd be like, oh, okay, he at the there, or, whatever it is. It just wasn't another traditional beep, beep, with your number, it would have a message. You hear me? So that's so dope that like humans, as we use our tools and we use them for greatness. We always have. And, I just thought that was cool, for I remember when, but I do remember that it was good times. It was really good times. If you wasn't home, you wasn't home. You hear me? You look at the call ID and you call them back. That's how it was. You look at your pager, you call them when you can. That's how it was. Now, you know how I do. But anyway, I ain't gonna talk to y'all. It's episode 13. I was gonna save episode 13 because Friday the 13th is next week. So I really wanted to do that. But this a little jewel for y'all out there. If you put off what you can do today, you might not be able to do it tomorrow. You hear me? And if I skip, I may skip next week. Once you start skipping, you get comfortable with skipping, and then you done skipped. Now all of a sudden it's 6 months down the road. You're like, oh man, I ain't did, so got to keep this going. Podcast. I am who I am. Hashtag I am who I am. Tell a friend. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Dislike even. Whatever you need to do. Just interact with your boy. And, it is what it is. And as always, it's your boy Chad Rob. I'll be back. Yeah.